We're on. Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of
Armand in bed with Angelina.
Armand in bed with Angelina. I like that. In bed with
In bed with Armand and Angelina.
They know.
Oh gosh.
I would like to tell them about my shirt. This is a shirt I got at St. Jude. We went there with our friend in Memphis, Sailor, and the whole thing was set up by Julianne, the administrator of the Unity Church in Memphis.
Right.
And it was a wonderful tour.
It's a wonderful day. They really are of service to help those children and their families. It's really
phenomenal.
Amazing.
We became a monthly donor. We have, about 10 or 15 different charities that we send a little bit to each month just to share our abundance with them. It gets dangerous, though, because every time I see one I like, Angelina goes, "You're not giving another monthly donation to a charity."
Well, when Oprah was on, anytime she had some kind of humanitarian people on and they had an organization, Armand did a monthly donation. And I don't remember how much the total amount was, but it was a good amount. And it's wonderful to give. But I jokingly said, I'm going to call Oprah up and tell her to knock it off.
Yeah, there was a few years there where we were doing, I think $600 a month in donations, but it's only $20 a month, per place, and so it just kept adding up, and
it's wonderful.
It finally got to where that was a little bit too much for our budget.
Yeah.
All right,
we're going to do the daily word.
The Gaily word.
Oh my gosh.
That's the daily word in Key West.
What is in my coffee this
The Gaily word in Provincetown. The Gaily word.
Okay. Don't laugh. I can't do it. Okay. Guidance. Trusting guidance brings me clear direction, confidence, and peace. When I get lost while traveling, I search for signs to help me find my way. Similarly, when I feel off track in life, I seek signs for direction. I may look to teachers for their wisdom. I read books, take classes, and attend workshops to gain insight and knowledge needed to make sound decisions. Beyond introspection and education, though, there is a deeper knowing. I attune myself to the activity of spirit by paying attention to my inner wisdom. I take time to notice coincidences, and I may feel the strong pull of a hunch, an impression, or a gut feeling. In moments of quiet contemplation, I discern what these phenomena mean to me, and I respond thoughtfully from a place of inner knowing. And scripture? When the Spirit of truth comes, he will guide you into all the truth. And that is John chapter 16, verse 13.
Love getting truth through contemplation.
That's right.
That's my new goal, is to do more meditation and more contemplation, and not so busy trying to figure out what I'm going to do during this great pause and how I'm going to be. So, I played some tennis this morning, got a couple of hours in, kind of red.
It's hot.
Kind of
it's
sweaty.
A hot day.
It is. It's in the 90s here, and
right.
It's a little bit rough sometimes, but nice to come home to a nice pool and a cool house.
Yes.
So, Alexa, good morning.
Good morning. Today is National Nurses Day. So let's hear it for our healthcare heroes. Give me an N for nurturing, U for understanding, R for respected, S for strong, and E for extraordinary. Thank you to nurses everywhere.
Very cool. Fortunately,
Yes,
we haven't
thank
had to
you,
see any
nurses.
of them.
Very true. Very true. All right. Thanks for all your commitment and work to making people stay healthy and be well. So I'm going to give you a quote today.
That's not like you.
Okay, today says, sometimes the most scenic roads in life are the detours you didn't mean to take. And that's by Angela Blount.
Wow. Yeah, I would say there's been a lot of scenery in this detour that the whole world has been taking.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And I find, like, when we're driving and I'm the one driving and I make a wrong turn or get off the wrong road to go onto another highway, I start to panic. And I'm like, oh gosh, what happens? What happens if I end up driving in Washington, D.C. with all that traffic? Or whatever. Like, I panic. And instead of just saying, okay, let's just listen to the navigator because she will redirect us, and it's okay, and just be, go with them, be insightful, find out a new scenic route.
Yeah, it's like that with life. And in our career, we're always in new places, seeing new parts of the country. And so it doesn't always work out exactly the way we planned. We don't always get exactly where we're going at the time. Fortunately, we factor in time for detours.
Right.
The best thing is when we have lots of free time, and if we see a cool...
Well, I was going to say, sometimes the detours are that I don't know about, that we end up in, like, the vacuum cleaner museum. It's, I'm like, where are we going? It's not the right route. Oh, you'll see. And we end up at a vacuum cleaner museum, which was awesome.
Yep, and the Wizard of Oz Museum in Kansas.
Museum, yes.
And we end up in zoos and all kind of fun stuff. So,
yes.
Yeah, it's good to be unattached.
Yes. So I'm going to talk a little bit about our niece, Elena. So I talked to my sister, Susie, yesterday, and I was just asking her how she was and how Elena, who's a senior in high school, and, by her not being able to go to prom because she got this beautiful dress and was all excited. And Susie said, yes, she was disappointed, and, what about graduation? Not sure what's going on. And the thing that Elena was really concerned about is in the fall when she goes to college, will she be able to go to college? And so I started thinking, through this whole time, my heart always goes to those that are, not working, they can't pay their bills, they have a family to provide for, they have to teach their young kids, homeschooling them and all. And I don't really think about the teenagers who are going through this, and struggling with the unknown and things like prom and graduation and all those things that are, for seniors, that's a big thing, graduation. For me, I was scared to death because I was so shy and I like to be with a lot of people. Like it's that was a little different for me than most people. They're excited because it's a fun, great thing. But I'm just putting my heart to all of those young adults that are not understanding and not feeling everything's okay, and jokingly saying, we're living through history right now, and when you're like 60 years old and have your kids come up to you say, oh my gosh, blah, 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 you can say, well, back in 2020, I couldn't go to school because of the coronavirus. So you should be grateful that you can go to school every day.
When I was your age,
I had to walk 5 miles to school.
Awesome. That's very empathetic and very awesome. That's a great thing that we can all do more of. Have more empathy for other people and what they're going through. We really can. That we got an opportunity for that all the time. So blessings. Shout out. Several people had written to us about our meditation video that came out last Sunday, the native flute thing, and how some folks are just putting it on during the day, even while they're not watching it, and just receiving the soothing energy from it. So that's kind of a cool thing. I didn't really think of it that way when we did it, but I'm glad it's being used that way. So thank you all.
All right. Have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow. That's right.
I'll get back up again. Still going.
It's such a good song. Listen to more.
Check out St. Jude's. They're doing great work.
That's right.
See you tomorrow, hopefully.
Okay.